Hey there, Aquarius. How we doing? Welcome to your November 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get into it. Call upon thee, Iao, the Bel Sen Haru, the great angel sent over the operation of the secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. All right, Aquarius. Thanks for being here. If you'd like to book any personal readings with me, the link should be in the bio. As I said, this will be a Kabbalistic tarot card reading. We'll be using the Tree of Life, a little Jewish mysticism, a little Hermetic philosophy, and Thought Tarot, of course. Y'all have had a great Libra season, which is now over. I believe we are now in Scorpio season. Some people like to say that it starts on the 22nd, but I'm old school, and I like to say that it starts on the 21st. Not that it really matters. Yeah. You just passed the Four of Swords season and have entered the Five of Cups season. And there's that. Okay. So I will draw the cards, and we'll get into it. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know, be made aware of? How can we best help them out for November 2024? Please and thank you kindly. Alright. Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius. Alright, cut the deck. Cut the Knight of Discs at the bottom of the deck. Whatever that's worth to you. Here we go. Okay. Heart of the matter. The all. Pure consciousness. You have the Empress. And wisdom. You have the Princess of Swords. And understanding. You have the Lovers. And love. You have love. Two of Cups. And power. You have the Universe. Eternal energy. Which is your rulership. In truth. You have the Knight of Swords. And victory. Aquarius, you have adjustment, Libra energy. In splendor, you have the Ten of Wands, oppression. In your foundation, you have an Ace of Cups. And what you manifest or embody in November is the Four of Discs, Lord of Power. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Aquarius, for being here. Cheers. All right, let's get into it. This is a curious looking tree. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 small cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 big cards, and 2 people cards. Very balanced tree. In your pure consciousness, the Godhead, the Source, the All, whatever you want to call it, heart of the matter, you have the Empress. And I feel like she'd come up today. She's all about care for the self. She warns against rampant growth, but also letting opportunities slip away from you without using them. She's very mothering. What else is she? She has deep insight into the eternal life cycle of becoming and dying. And she kind of allows for all things. She is the path going from the observer to the observed. From wisdom into understanding. Mind vibrates the form of what it apprehends. So, what does this have to do with your reading and her being in the all? Well, it's what begins the tree, and it's And it's in your awareness. It's occupying your awareness. You're trying to take care of something, trying to nurture something, trying to use life forces for natural growth, being very creative. Expressing love is creativity, possibly. Yeah. You could be caring for other people, but I do see this pertaining to you, caring for yourself particularly. Not that you're going through anything or that you have anything to really worry about, because you don't. I just see her as a very nurturing card. She's the mom of the tarot, whereas the Emperor is the father. She's all about family, delights, creative power, creative potential, intuitive power. So I see you taking extra good care of yourself in the month of November, Aquarius. Now that expands into wisdom, your world of emanation. You have the Princess of Swords. Now she's a type of person who stands up for what she believes in, right? She's also speaks of critical confrontation, or of a critical confrontation, or various critical confrontations with old thought patterns. Why am I doing this? Why am I thinking this way? What's wrong with me? What's going on here? Right? She's the heir of Earth of Air. She's in Malkuth. So it's like feeling thoughts in your body. And her being in wisdom, just intuitively, says to me that there's something you feel, or your wisdom is telling you to pay attention to, that maybe you normally wouldn't pay attention to, in order to take care of yourself in the month of November. It may have something to do with the holidays, it may not. It may have something to do with anything. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really matter that I know, because you know, right? She's a spirit. She's clarity, seeing things very clearly. She actually encourages you to coolly and decisively clarify a situation. Again, what's going on here? I don't know. But you will in November. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting about her that pertains to wisdom right now for Aquarius. Don't be afraid of change, I suppose. Yeah. She also has a very quarrelsome nature. She's very, very self-assertive and combative. So if there's something you want to change, or there's something you want to do, and your thoughts are like telling you, no, take a look at that and see what's going on, because your wisdom is telling you, just take a look at it. All right, now that high expansive force we call wisdom consolidates into form. The observer becomes the observed. Your understanding, or what you should understand, is the Lovers, Gemini energy. I, the observed, am truth. I, the observed, am love. I, the observed, am personal localized consciousness. You hear people talk of love and they say the most important thing about it, or a big thing about it at least, is, oh, when I'm with this person or that person, I just feel seen. You know? That's what this is about. It's about anything and everything, but the energy of this is about being seen, and also seeing yourself in a group, in a relationship, as part of something. All right. Sure, it also has to do with morality, unconsciousness, superconsciousness. Gemini is all about thoughts, multiplicity of thoughts. I don't want to get carried away with this. Zion, the sword. It separates you from what you love so that you can love it, right? So, one question that I have for you, especially since this is in your rulership, Aquarius, is what do you love? What allows you to heal? Not in this deck, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you have an angel called Raphael. And Raphael is the angel of healing. He brings people together so that they can heal each other. You, not necessarily about healing, but it looks like we're getting a theme here, right? Self-care, a little healing. But what is it that needs to be healed? That's an interesting question. That's the question perhaps you should ask yourself in November. Because it's in your world of emanation, it's in your awareness, it's on your soul. It's above your mind, right? Or it's above your brain. It's in your aura. Okay. As I said, it's Saturn, your rulership. It's also endings, discipline, things like that. But yeah, let's continue. Okay. Entering into the world of creation, hot expansive force, love. You have the Two of Cups, Lord of Love. Okay. This is a very romantic card. It also speaks of healing via relationship, right? It encourages you to openly connect and experience other people. Venus and Cancer, yeah. And it's under Jupiter. Jupiter is a masculine planet. It's your greater benefactor. It generates faith. It says, go ahead, go do the thing. It's fine. You got this. Now, this might be a romantic thing, love and love. I mean, that's very romantic. But maybe it's just you reaching out to old family members and getting together. Or perhaps you're going to meet your soulmate. It could be that. Who's to say? I know I am, but it can be a great many things, this card. But typically it has to do with romance and, again, healing by relationship, chemistry, flirtation, opening up to somebody, starting something together with somebody, moving in a direction that feels good, feels nice. Now, you don't want to abandon all of your principles just for a feeling of union. So that never gets anyone anywhere good. But if this is how you're starting off your world of creation, or this is how you expand in your world of creation, I think it's a pretty good direction to start with. Yeah. It's a very deep card. Yeah. Okay. So that, excuse me, consolidates back into form. Your power is the universe. And the universe is, I automatically am embodied. It's the end of something, right? It's the end of a quest, the end of a journey. See the lady here, she has her foot on the snake, and that's the snake that was in the Garden of Eden. It's the bad snake. And just, it says like, I've got this. I've got it figured out. It's fine. It's cool. It warns you to not get cocky and think that you've reached all the goals, but you've probably reached a goal. Okay? Something is over. It is both a reward and what starts the journey. Another journey, right? This is in Mars, which is survival, or gets you up in the morning, fighting kind of energy. Mixed with this, I see that as you coming to, again, more of a relaxing kind of place with this. Like, oh, okay, I did it. I can relax. I got that snake. It's good. It's good. I can retire. I can be complete. This is something I, Aquarius, have come to understand. This is something that's very fulfilling. This is a personal breakthrough. And this was created by this healing in the Lovers in your pillar of form. Okay? Emanation, creation. I want to heal so I don't have to deal. Or something like that. I don't know where that came from. But that's the energy I'm getting from the card in that particular placement for you, Aquarius. Whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're doing, and I know you're doing something and working on something, trying to make the world a better place. You've come to a point where you can relax about it in November and enjoy it, right? From there, we have mild expansion into truth, where we have a Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is Hierophant and the Lovers. He or she is clever, assertive, comes up with ideas and then does them, right? Dynamic, strategic, mediating activities. He or she is also an experienced advisor. More traditionally, it's kind of a person who has an idea and just goes right at it, goes right towards it, right? Because they have to, because they're compelled to. This being your truth is interesting because up until now, all the energy has been kind of a, let's take a break, let's relax, let's look at our thoughts, why they are the way they are, and dip our toes in some different consciousness. And now we have fire of air, which is wind. I feel like you're going into something and you're going right into it. You're feeling confident, you feel like you know what's what, your discernment is spot on. And you feel like there's nothing to be afraid of because, like I said before, there's nothing to be afraid of. Intuitively here, I get this feeling that there's something to do with family, you reuniting with some kind of family, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be you reuniting with anything, or it could just be you doing anything. I don't know why I try to figure it out sometimes, but I do. Whatever it is you're trying to do here, the fire of this air, I feel that you're doing it with a lot of confidence. Not so much bravado, that's not really your style, Aquarius, but confidence. All right? That's your truth and your beauty. All right. We'll move into the world of formation, and hot expansive force. And the world of formation is represented by the adjustment card, Beaver Energy. The adjustment card is all about mind arising in constant activity, right? It's about justice, for sure, because that's what it's called in the other decks. But I like to think of it as experience. Right? Experience is a balancing act. It teaches and it adjusts us. So when you expand in the world of formation and you try to go towards your victory, you're going to find that, oh, okay, it's not quite what I was expecting. It's okay. I make an adjustment, right? bob, weave, make an adjustment. That's it. All right? It's like being in the eye of a hurricane, right? But think of the hurricane as your ego. Things come up, you get right back in the center. It's recognizing it's recognizing personal responsibility in everything. In everything. It's not an easy thing to do. It's also being able to bear the consequences of your actions. This card is also about kind of recognizing yourself in everything. Because it's the end of a journey. Yeah, it's interesting. This is Venus. This is your relationships, values, and your balance. And this is created from love on your pillar of force. So in that love, in that direction you're heading towards, it might make you feel like you may need to make some changes, some decisions. And in that alteration making, you will find your victory. But be present to it and bring awareness to it. And also recognize that it's all you. Not that it's all on you, but whatever it is your creation. So if you don't like how it's going, another thing this card says, is this good? Do you like this? Yes? No? If no, change it. It's easy. Well, it's not always easy, but it's possible. All right? Now, this is interesting. Consolidate back into form. Your splendor. Your how in the way, your more strategic side, whereas the other is more emotional. You have a Ten of Wands, Lord of Oppression. Now, splendor, of course, is kind of where you sit back and things are nice and relaxed and you look at things. It's like, oh, wow, look at that. Look what I did. Right? You relax all the effort from the victory. And here, this is all effort. This is to-do energy. This is fortune, gain, success, and its burden. This is overcoming inner conflicts through external efforts alone. Self-sacrifice. What else? Warns against displays of power, intolerance, and suppressed anger. Problems with authority. There we go. That's Aquarius right there. And it's 10, and 10 say that you're doing too much. You're doing too much that you don't need to be doing. Too many promises made to too many people, and therefore too many responsibilities. Lying, malice. I'm not going to go through all the meanings, although that's what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to figure out how this ended up in where you're supposed to be relaxing, more or less. It's Mercury, which is your thoughts, communication, and also travel. Yeah, you're doing a lot. You might be carrying a relationship, or someone else could be carrying a relationship. Could be you just stepping back and looking at all the things you've done so far in the month, or it could be you taking a step back and looking and seeing, okay, this is what I need to do. It's a lot, but I feel like I need to do it, so I'm going to do it because I'm Aquarius and nothing's going to stop me anyway. But just be aware of it. If it feels like you're doing too much, if it feels like you can't have any time to relax or there's no time to relax, this is where it's coming from. Ten of Wands. Saturn and Sagittarius. Which is right underneath the Saturnian energy of the universe, which is right underneath the Lovers in Saturn, which is your rulership. This is very interesting. You need to heal with the Lovers. You need to need to clarify some kind of ending with the universe, and then there's more of a restriction because Sagittarius wants to travel and expand and go and grow and learn, and Saturn isn't really interested in any of that stuff. It just wants to keep order. So that's why you have this kind of energy, right? It wants to go, but these two Doges are holding it back. All right. It's a very interesting tree. Okay. In your foundation, you got the root of the power of water, the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is the keys to your whole emotional self. Right? This says, go ahead, have fun, do what you want, don't hurt anybody, have a good time. And this is what the whole tree is built upon. So this has all the other cup cards in it, you could say, or the potential for such. And this is the moon, your emotions, needs, and feelings. Yeah, in the month of November, you have the potential to feel whatever it is you want. This is encourages you to take an opportunity to feel deep joy. Don't daydream all day, but when the opportunity is there, when you're in it, feel it. Feel it. Could be a possibility of a new relationship, especially with Two of Cups and your world of love. The ladies out there, this also speaks of fertility. This very much speaks of fertility, so be aware of that. You might be pregnant, or you might be trying to get pregnant, or you might be trying to get pregnant and not getting the results that you want. But you keep trying. You keep trying. See, possibility of a new relationship, devotion, wellness. Again, keys to the car of emotions, they're yours in November, Aquarius. If you want to. If you don't, you just leave them right there and just stay in. But they are there. Now, what all this manifests is the Four of Discs, Lord of Earthly Power. Fours are stable. And this is the stability of Earth. It's a nice feeling. It's the Sun in Capricorn. It also has to do with banking on secured knowledge. Okay? So, relying on what you know to be true. Possessiveness, earthly power, careful, orderly, but discontent. Right? It's nice, it's stability, but it doesn't last too long. Something's gonna break it up sooner or later, or you're gonna wanna break it up sooner or later. But for the time being, in November, you've earned this stability, and it's nice. So enjoy it while it lasts, right? Yes, increase of power and security, earthly power. It can turn into greed, so be careful, but you have control, and you're good for the time being in November. I'm not going to go over the whole tree again because it takes up a lot of time, but I'll just say the Empress here, you are taking care of yourself, so kudos. With the Princess of Swords and your wisdom, you're analyzing old ways of thinking that are no longer serving you, so that's very good. In understanding, you have the Lovers. Could be so many things. But yeah, there's something here that you love that you need to understand, or that you're coming to understand, I should say. In your creation, you have love, Two of Cups. You're expanding and you're moving in a direction of feeling good, of sharing yourself with another. This is very un-Aquarius, which is great. In your world of power, you have the universe. the reward of awakening, joy of living. It's a great card. It's the end, but it's also the beginning of something. In your truth, you have this Knight of Swords. Again, very skillful, diligent fella or lady who's very confident in what they're doing. And that's how I see you this month. In your victory, some adjustments will have to be made, but I see you making them. I really do. You're a quick learner, Aquarius. In your splendor, you have oppression, 10 of Wands. You may be doing too much. You may be doing too much. It might be time to rely on others a little bit, but there it is. You might be used to doing too much. That's your splendor for November. And your foundation, root of the power of water. All the emotions are at your fingertips. The question is, what do you want? It's a big question. What you manifest or embody is earthly power, stability, power and security, assured material gain, and again, fear of being seen, a little bit, but mostly banking on secured knowledge. What you know, Aquarius. That's your motto. I know. Like the video if you like the video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I will catch you in the next one, Aquarius. Take great care. Bye-bye.